Also, everyone, welcome to my channel again, and today we're going to talk about engine oil. So in today's video, Mr. Bakar will be joining us in the video today. So Mr. Bakar, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hi, my name is Bakar from Chevron Malaysia Limited. So my job is basically to give advice about our lubricants. So
Okay.
For today, hopefully we can talk a little bit more about passenger car lubricants, especially the engine oils and the other products as well.
See, first let's talk about the importance of engine oil, because engine oil, the lubricant, is like you put a bottle of engine oil into the engine and then you drain out the same amount of engine oil out of the engine.
That's right.
It seems like the engine is not consuming the oil. It seems like it is actually not necessary.
Oh,
But
okay. Yep.
is it true?
Actually, no. Because it's not like fuel when you put inside your fuel tank, you use it up. When you use engine oil, the correct way is that when the time for you to drain the oil, the same amount of oil should come out. If you use 4 liters and then come out 2 liters, then it's a different story already. You have a problem. The main function of the oil is to circulate inside the engine. It runs around while you're driving and it lubricates the engine parts. And then there are also some other things that it must do, like cleaning the engine parts, keeping the engine cool, protect the moving parts of the engine from wear and tear. And there's a lot of other functions as well.
So now we know the function of the engine oil,
Right.
and it is actually very important to maintain the engine, keep changing the engine oil to the fresh one,
Right.
so that the engine can perform as how it should be, like the promised fuel economy and the promised performance of the engine. Besides just taking our car to the scheduled service, like every 10,000 or every 7,000 kilometer or 5,000 kilometer, is there any extra step that we as a car owner need to do to ensure the engine is always healthy with the engine oil?
There are some other simple things that drivers can do, like every day before you start driving, you can do a simple check. You know, the engine oil has a dipstick. When you open up the bonnet, take out the dipstick, check the oil level, and at the same time you can also check the color of the oil.
Okay.
So if the oil is turning black and then you see small lumps or particles, sticky stuff,
Okay.
and there's also a smell. You can also smell whether if there's a burning smell, then that can tell you that something is going wrong with the oil. So you can bring it to the workshop.
So about the service, normally what I practice is I always service my car like 2,000 kilometer before the service is due.
Oh, okay.
Is this practice recommended, or is it necessary, or is okay one?
Oh, okay. Well, actually, if you want to bring your car for oil change earlier than the schedule, it is fine, because what happens is that you change the oil to a new one, so you get fresh oil, fresh additives, which will protect your engine better. Some people go just in time, so if it is 5,000, they wait until really 5,000 and then they go. So that's fine as well. And some people might even be, because of their busy schedule or anything, then they go slightly later. It's still okay as well, because engine oil in that sense is quite forgiving. It doesn't not mean that after 5,000 kilometers your car will definitely break down. Only that the danger is don't wait too long. So don't come back after 10,000 or 15,000, then because in that case the engine will start to have problems. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So when we want to change the engine oil, there is actually a range of engine oil we can choose. For example, there's a 0W20, there's a 5W30, there's a 10W40 engine oil. So what I know is the engine oil, the value is actually not how good the engine oil is. It's actually the viscosity of the engine oil.
Okay.
And the lower the value, it means that the oil is thinner, is less viscous, and it save more fuel.
Okay.
And the higher the value, it means the oil is thicker, it's more viscous, and it actually protects the engine more.
Okay.
Our engine is designed to designed based on a specific engine oil. For example, like this Persona is designed to use a viscosity rating of 30 engine oil.
Okay, 30. Alright.
Yeah. So, is it okay that we change our engine oil, like change to a different viscosity, or should we just follow the manufacturer recommended engine oil?
Okay. That's a very good question actually. Yeah, there's a variety of viscosity that you can choose. When manufacturers they make the engine, they already have a specific viscosity in mind. So like your Persona you mentioned, they use a 30. In this case, let's say for most engines, if let's say drivers they want maybe more fuel economy, they can try lower viscosity oil, but there is a limit as well. So if you go too low, like for example Persona use 30, then you go for a 10.
Okay.
Then that means there's no more protection. The engine parts starts rubbing against each other, so you have wear and tear. The same thing if you want to try something more thicker than 30.
Yeah.
Let's say you try a 50, then you will feel that the engine is heavier. You want to accelerate also, it takes longer time, and then temperature might go slightly up. So there is a range now basically for any car. The short answer, the simplest way to choose viscosity for your car is to follow the manual. Sometimes the manual will say you can use either 30 or 40 based on the temperature. And sometimes they just say no, you must follow 30 only. So because the manufacturer is the one who is creating the engine, they know what's best for it. So following the manual is the best, is the short and sweet answer lah. The longer way to answer this is to think about how are you driving? Are you driving long distance? Are you driving in the city? Are you carrying a lot of people and a lot of things? What's the temperature like? You consider all of these things, then you might consult, let's say, somebody from a lubricants company, and then they can tell you, okay, what's the best viscosity for your car.
Okay, so for example, like my car, it only says that use a rating of 30.
Okay.
It doesn't state that 0W or 10W or 5W.
Okay.
So we know the W is the viscosity rating for winter.
Yeah, correct.
And since we are living in Malaysia, the whole year is just summer.
Yes, correct.
So
it's hot
is
all year round.
Yeah, it's very hot. So is the W value really matters?
Well, most of the engine oils that you buy now have two viscosity numbers. So like for example 0W30. So the first number is, you're correct, it's related to winter because that's the W there. But also it's still relevant to Malaysia because in the morning when you are starting up your engine, the temperature is quite cool, so around 20, 23.
Yeah.
It tells you how thick the oil is going to be when you start your engine in the morning. The lower the number, the easier for the engine to start, because you need to pump it from the bottom of the engine to the top. So the lower the number, the easier for it to protect the engine while it is starting. But of course, starting the engine only takes about maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and then the rest of the day is just driving. So the second number takes over. So the second number represents the viscosity of the oil when you are already in operating condition.
Okay, so now we know how to choose the engine oil. And well, we know besides keeping the engine lubricate, the engine oil also have some extra additive just to have some extra features to, for example, clean the engine or improve the economy of the engine.
Yep.
So the Caltex Havoline series actually have a deposit shield technology.
Right.
So Mr. Vaga, could you tell us that what does the deposit shield technology does to our engine?
Yeah. Okay. So we were talking a lot about lubrication, which is the main function of the engine oil. But at the same time, especially for city driving, because there's a lot of stress to the engine, start-stop traffic, high temperatures, dusty, and so on. We need cleaning. So the components of the engine, sometimes they tend to develop deposits because when you are in traffic jam, the combustion of the fuel is not so efficient. You end up with a lot of sticky deposits. You can think of it like our heart now. So if we don't take care of what we eat, then we have cholesterol in our blood vessels. So something similar happening inside the engine, and you need additives to clean up the deposits and then to carry it out safely into the oil filter. Because every time you go for oil service, you change the oil filter, and inside will be a lot of those carbon deposits.
Yeah, the carbon deposits.
The deposit shield inside Caltex Havalin basically has two additives. One is to clean, which is to remove the carbon from the metal parts inside the engine, and the other one is to make sure that the carbon deposit is as tiny and fine as possible, so that it can pass safely to the oil filter without blocking anything.
Okay.
So actually it's just a marvel in chemical engineering basically. The additives work by themselves. They remove the dirt, and then at the same time they break it up so that it doesn't cause any harm to other parts of the engine.
I see. So Mr. Bakau, what are the range of the product in the Street Borne promo box?
So for the Street Borne promo boxes, we have lubricants and ancillary products for vehicles. We have engine oils for petrol cars, and we also have engine oils for diesel vehicles.
Okay.
And a unique product that we are selling, which is fuel additive or fuel treatment products. So this is quite unique because most of the time you find this kind of fuel treatments marketed by non-fuel or lubricant companies. So the good thing about our fuel treatment product, which is called Tecron, is because we also develop and market the fuel, and fuel additive needs to mix well with the fuel, whether it be petrol or diesel. So when you use our fuel treatment products, then it is confirmed that it will work well together, and that means it will clean the fuel system better. So and this is something unique. Not a lot of other companies market this.
And also, Mr. Bakar, why do the promo box come with gift like the cap or the bag?
Oh, okay. So the intent or the goal of this promotion is to, number one, is to appreciate our loyal customers. That's number one, and also number two, to complement the products, which gives motorists the power to take on the streets. So we have street-inspired accessories that pairs nicely with the products that we are marketing.
Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you, Mr. Bakar, for joining us in this video to talk about engine oil and car maintenance. And also thanks Caltex Lubricant for sponsoring this video. Do check out the Street Borne promo boxes at Caltex Station or Havalin Auto Pro Workshop or authorized shop in Shopee or Lazada. And also comment whatever you like, click the like button, and I'll see you in the next video.